Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 257 of the Red Force podcast. My name's Angelo, dropping today.
Now,
With brand new audio.
we have it has been claimed that the audio is indeed fixed.
Yes.
Is it fixed? That's my first question.
Who's claiming it? I'm claiming it.
Because 2 weeks ago we had right audio only, and my mic wasn't on.
Right.
Last week we had
Two mics on.
two mics on.
Still the right
Still
channel.
the right channel.
Right.
This week it should be fixed. And let's hope that it is.
God help us. But we're live. Christian, we're in the new studio. Settling in. Things happen.
You know, we're getting it fixed up.
Finally see the top shelf.
You finally see it. You got some Dragon Ball
Dragon
up there.
Goat.
Now, Eric, why is Super Saiyan 3 displayed?
Super Saiyan 3 is goated.
Super Saiyan 3 is the worst form. Worst Z form. We're not counting Dragon Ball
Super
Super.
Trunks. And that's what we call now.
Super Trunks sucks because of the outfit.
And the hair.
The hair's okay. It's the outfit. It's not good.
It's over. Super Trunks. You lose.
Super Saiyan 3.
Now, people don't know, Super Trunks is the buff Trunks that appears in the Cell Saga before
I
he
know
leaves.
the weird island segment when they're fucking around doing nothing. I don't know, the middle of that arc.
Vegeta and Trunks train to get to the time chamber. Classic.
Yeah.
There we
So
go.
there you go. I think the next thing is that we need to get a chair that actually works.
Well, that's the old chair, Christian.
So I'm gonna have to support myself for an hour and a half.
Right. Maybe I'll come down a little bit for you. Is that more appropriate?
Maybe, but I can't lean back because I disappear out of the frame. So there you go.
Okay.
We're working out the issues, but Eric,
The big issues.
there's a lot of big issues this week.
Right.
Well, one big issue.
Listen, controversial chapter, go-to chapter. We'll talk about it. And why you're wrong.
Big for the future.
Right.
Alright, but Eric, what do we got this week? We got top of the show, chapter, How Strong is Shanks.
Yes.
Alright, we got Thunder Zone. We got questions, we got it all. Alright, now, One Piece anime. Jinbei versus who is who.
Washed.
Absolutely washed.
Destroyed.
Full body hockey, win.
Jinbei would have mid queen.
The Will of Fish, did you catch that frame of the Will of Fish Otago?
That's right, I did.
The Will of the Fish Man.
Who's who talking some crazy shit? Yeah, you know you're a slave. Okay, who's who?
Who's
Relax.
crazy?
Relax. He just talks. It's one of the weirdest.
He just goes on a
lines.
racist rant. Like
Just crazy shit. Like, what are you talking about, man?
he's
Wild.
just popping off.
Legit.
mouth.
He's got nothing to say.
Yeah,
Now, will the Fishman and the Sun Pirates be related to Nika in some
Yes.
way? Will Fisher Tiger actually see Nika in the prison?
Will there be a flashback to
Yeah.
Fish Tiger?
Back when Fisher Tiger rescued the Boa sisters, escaped the Holy
But
Land.
how would Sun God Nika be alive back then, Eric? It's only been like 30 years.
Maybe he heard rumors. Maybe they talk about it in the cell. He's inspired by the Sun God, Sun Pirates.
Yeah.
Even though I know, the fishermen want to see the sun.
Yeah.
Could that all right back?
It could.
It probably will.
Alright. There you go.
But, didn't even pull out the Vagabond drill.
Nah.
Demon Brickfist.
With hockey.
No Vagabond drill. Now, the anime fans are confused, Christian, once again.
Why?
They see Fishman karate. They think he's using Conqueror's hockey because of the blue sparks going everywhere. They don't know what's going on.
How is this?
Anime. Always use drip when doing advanced Conqueror's hockey. Thank you. That's what we like to call it.
Do they literally think he's using cock?
Some people do. I've seen reactions. I'm a reaction merchant, Christian.
He is a reaction motion, this is true.
I watched reactions. Some people think it's cock. Now, if Jinbei had cock, no doubt.
Why? Because it's not touching.
Yeah,
It's Fishman karate.
I know, but they see the hockey aura. They see the blue sparks.
Of course, the aura's coming back
They're
and
confused.
biting
I knew
Toei in the ass.
They're confused. They don't know what's going on. But
Comments on Jinbei's blue aura.
I mean, it's cool. The Fisher Tiger will.
The Will of Fisher Tiger, the blue hockey tinge.
Right. I like it.
Alright, there you go. Shout out Jinbei. Next week, Frankie.
Yes, we're slowly getting through all of them. They're not gonna go all out. They're not gonna do some crazy shit.
Decent.
Look good.
It looks good. There was no fucking, fuckery.
But fine.
There's a few good frames here or there.
Right.
Good animation, quality. It wasn't fucking crazy.
It wasn't really a crazy fight in the manga either.
No, but they got to save that budget for the Nika.
He's coming.
He's gonna turn up at some point. And that crazy. Let's not forget that crazy chapter before the Nika.
The Luffy SmackDown, maybe the greatest.
The Luffy Kaido SmackDown, one of the great.
The future sight.
Action sequences of all time.
The Ragnaroku again.
We got the.
He's still gonna beat down on Yamato. That's still gonna happen as well.
Of course, there's lots of fights.
Yamato's. The next legit episode might be Yamato's form, which he turns into the.
Yeah, but that's like after Frankie's fight.
Right.
So, probably the episode after Frankie, we'll get a whole Yamato chapter because, Toei. But, there it is. Shout out Film Red. Beat.
Ripple's still feeling throughout the community.
Brago
Cope.
Brago and Cope. King's seen it 10 times.
That's a lot.
And says it's 10 out of 10.
That's right. King's obsessed.
He's sweating.
Why wouldn't you?
Profusely. At the God King and the impressiveness.
Goated.
Brago's coping. To be expected.
If Shanks fucks the Navy every time, and every time they have quote-unquote reasons and context, what will happen when Shanks is allowed to do things?
That's a good question.
Somehow the Admirals win? Big doubt.
Big doubt. But there you go, Eric. That's the news roundup. Now, Eric, One Piece. Well, One Piece Odyssey. Getting crazy and crazier every new trailer.
What do you mean?
We get time skip Straw Hats teleporting into events in Alien's lobby. We get post time skip Luffy stomping Rob Lucci.
I just want to see a good combat system. That's all I want to see.
You can see it. It's an RPG.
Right, but I want some little bit of spice going in there.
They've got the fields and the tactical shit, but
Right. Now, when is this game coming out?
Next year.
Okay.
February, January, somewhere around there.
This will be I'll buy it when it's free situation.
Game Pass. I think it might be day one Game Pass.
Probably guaranteed. I'll give it 90% chance.
Day one Game Pass.
It's such a Game Pass game. It's crazy.
It's true.
Xbox tried desperately to capture the Japanese audience.
Trying to get those anime fans.
Trying.
They're trying hard. There you go.
We'll play it.
Now, hopefully the next game is One Piece Game Red.
Now, do we want to have a funeral for Pokemon, or do we want to save that when the game comes out?
Funeral?
Right.
The game is apparently goated. But the Dex...
The Dex
is horrific, but the game is goated.
Let me say that.
That's the problem.
The Dex
is worst of all time.
Horrific.
It's a bad Dex.
They don't even look like Pokemon anymore.
There's a few cool ones. There's a few cool ones. You can feel the tape.
It's getting wild. Now, as I said on various secret Twitter inboxes and DMs and Discords, I will be doing a all Quaxley run. 6 Quaxleys. Obviously, this game's gonna be a joke, difficulty wise.
Sure, yeah.
Give myself a little.
Unless not, Eric.
Unless it's crazy hard.
Apparently, the post game's insane. It's only hard.
Well, we're going for the Elite Four run. I don't know how much post game we're gonna do. Is there red? All these questions.
Okay.
Who knows? Is it gonna be annoying pressing the B button every time they evolve?
Yes.
Will I slip up?
No, you get so much time to cancel it.
You do get a lot of time.
There you go. Shout out Pokemon, Eric. Coming out Friday. I know a few people have already downloaded it illegally, so
it's crazy. Shout out the frauds.
Alright, but there you go. Let's get into the chapter. Chapter 1066, The Will of Ohara. There we saw everyone press the button. There we go.
We hope the audio is good.
We do hope the audio is good. I've seen no one complain about it yet.
We're in the yellow, Christian. Do you see that? We have both channels active.
That's crazy. Alright? But, this chapter. Eric, I want to get your opinion on this. Is this a legendary go-to chapter?
The foundations are powerful. Switches the narrative up.
Is anything actually revealed? Or is it just set up?
Small details. We know the Ancient Kingdom was a. We know the Void Century was a war. We knew that.
We already know this information.
We knew the 20 kingdoms fought the Ancient Kingdom.
We know that.
We kind of already pieced together the ancient technology because of Pluton, etc., the ancient weapons.
Yeah.
The Vegapunk and Dragon and Clover connection.
New information.
Albath.
Huge.
Confirmed huge arc.
Huge. Massive.
Pivotal.
I have some theories at the end of this.
Changed everything about
I have some
Albath.
theories at the end of this, Eric.
Showed Oda's intent for Albath. Potentially changed everything about Albath, and it will be a legitimate arc.
Indeed.
And it will be the next arc.
Eric, it definitely will be the next arc. I'm going to get into some Albath theories.
Notice Usopp Albath. You see that?
Of course!
Oda hasn't forgotten. The frauds in the mud.
Albath's not going to happen. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway.
No.
Let's start the chapter off with what actually we start with, which is the end of the German cover page. Eric, is this actually over, or we're going to cut away
Who the fuck knows?
to Pedro on the beach,
Oh shit.
sipping a coconut, being like, I used a Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Well, a controversial chapter this week, Christian, about people being alive.
So there you go. Eric, the camera's lagging, which is,
Is it?
I think you're moving too much. You can't move too much.
I don't think it's lag. I think it's a little bit delayed. It's not crazy lag.
No, it was stuttering. So, you can't spin around, you can't move too much, because I don't think you have the right settings for the camera. But,
Okay.
we'll fix that up next. Another thing to fix. There you go.
Lot of small details, Christian.
Eric, we start the chapter for real with Robin asking Shaka if he knows about the ancient history.
Of course.
Vegapunk knows about the ancient history. And a key confirmation for me, Eric.
What?
Vegapunk not a fraud.
That's right.
Vegapunk not a fraud. He didn't steal the ancient technology. He's trying to invent his own technology to reach that level.
Right.
There's no blueprints. There's no scamming.
You only learned the knowledge, Christian.
He only learned about what could be, but he has to actually build it.
That's right.
So Vegapunk not a fraud, which we like to see.
Lovely.
Love to see that. So the other Straw Hats find out about the ancient kingdom. Robin doesn't talk to anyone.
No.
Robin, I don't think she's ever talked to the Straw Hats ever.
Well, they're on a need-to-know basis, Christian.
They're like, what? Nani? Ancient history?
Right.
Robin, you don't tell the Straw Hats about the ancient history and
Do they
your
need
whole
to
goal?
know? Do they need to know?
She can read the poneglyphs. No one's interested in that.
Right.
No one's interested.
I think literally no one's interested.
Sanji's not interested. Sanji's a learned man.
Okay.
I think Sanji might be interested. Frankie's not interested. He had the blueprints of Pluton.
She should probably talk.
How is Frankie not asking any questions?
She did get more lines in this chapter than the entire post-time
That's true.
skip. So
That's true. So it's kind of like a shocking realization to me that Robin's never told Straw Hats about the ancient history in any way.
maybe they're coming to the conclusion.
No, this is like the first time they've heard about this concept.
Right. Of
Which
an
is
ancient
like-
kingdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Nami and Usopp are like, huh, what? Nani? Robin, what are you doing?
Well, you get a race if you don't have the knowledge. Christian.
Exactly, maybe that's the reason. But, again, it's weird. But, Robin doesn't talk to anyone.
Okay.
Didn't tell Luffy about Zabo, no.
Dragon not talking to Robin about
Robin didn't,
Saul either.
didn't talk about Saul or Clover.
Right.
Or
But it seems like Vegapunk, Dragon won't do anything until the time's right.
That's right.
That's probably Nico.
I don't want to say it's Nika. Is the prophecy within the books, Eric?
Nika, Joy Boy,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Well, we're working into that, Eric.
Maybe that's how Shanks learned the knowledge of the Nika Christian. He went to Albath.
We'll get to the Albath
and read
theories.
the books, okay?
We'll get to the Albath theories. Alright? Sokka says that he admired Clover and wanted to go to Ohara to pay his respects. Alright? All the books from the Library of Ohara were thrown into the river. It is in the flashback. This is not new information. Oda planned. Oda planned this, Eric. What do you think about that?
Questions about Navy retardation involved, but nothing new.
Vegapunk says the Navy is retarded.
Right.
He literally says in this chapter.
The
Navy
stupid.
goons don't know what they're looking at.
Yeah, listen. I know people want to complain about the Navy organization looking real dumb, as always. Ah, big government organization, Christian.
Big dumb.
What do you think's gonna happen?
That's right. So, Ohara, they preserve the books in the water. Water damage, though. So,
Right.
you know, bit of an issue.
But, Vegapunk read them, so I don't know how much damage there is.
So, Vegapunk wanted to bring the punk hazard, but of course, you know, you can't really do that because then he's gonna get erased. Alright?
Right.
He saw giants scooping up the books, and the leader happens to be a bandaged man, Eric. A certain bandaged individual.
Right. A certain burnt man.
That's right. So, Dragon also appears on this island at the same time, several months after the event. Talks to Vegapunk. I heard that you're a Navy dog now.
Navy pig.
Navy pig.
Right.
Vagapunk's like, hey man, you don't have any money. You don't have any resources.
There are good people in the Navy. Remember your goal, Dragon. Of course, Dragon only wants to take out the Celestial Dragons, not the entire world government. Which, I don't know what it would solve.
Fraudulence, but, you know, expected from Dragon at this point. Dragon wanted Vegapunk to join him, but Vegapunk says, hey bitch, you got no money.
What am I supposed to do with no money?
You got no resources. What am I supposed to make? What am I supposed to do?
Right.
I would be useless. I'm useless without funds or research. So why the fuck would I join you? Dragon's like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Dragon looking raw.
Dragon looking raw without the tattoo in his prime.
Right.
Well, maybe not his prime. Looking good. Dragon looking good. Alright. Vegapunk's design. Comments.
A big brain.
A huge brain.
And it seems like it grows.
Giga brain.
Immense brain.
2 billion IQ.
Do you believe in the long-haired tribe? We got Fukurokuju. Whose head grew as well.
Do I believe in it?
Right.
Of course, everyone bringing up the now cover page. Of course, Eric.
With the Rat Kings.
With the rats and the
pirates. The Moon Pirates.
The Moon Pirates with the big skull. And the, you know.
Now, Vegapunk not on the moon. So that's a Danton theory. We can still go there, though.
Well, we're not going to the moon now.
Shaka wants to show them something.
We're not going to the moon.
Okay.
We're going to Alabama to find out this information. Okay. We're not finding this information out on the moon anymore. We'll find this out in Alabama.
Right.
So, get ready for that. Get ready for Alabama, because it's fucking coming up, heating up.
Right.
Alright. So, a certain individual is carrying these books out. A certain giant captain
With a hat.
got these books out. So took him to Alabama. Vegapunk also went to Alabama to read these books. He read it all. He's got the knowledge.
Shout out Hydruden and Girth.
Shout out.
Hydruden connected.
In some way.
Yeah.
Vegapunk has all the knowledge stored within his head, Eric, and that's why the book government want him dead.
It's a big brain, Christian.
He's got the big brain.
How'd they find this out?
He likes to talk about it in the open.
It's his facility, though, you know.
I'm guessing the girls say like he's super snooping around too much. He's getting too cocky.
Right.
We gotta take him out.
Okay.
Alright.
Maybe the Great Cleansing requires erasure of all technology as well.
Maybe. But Eric, we go to... Well, you know, there's some information about the revolutionary. It's Dragon, Kuma, and Ivankov teaming up, creating the
they're
Rev.
formerly freedom fighters. Dragon hates war, apparently.
That's why he never fights.
Doesn't like war. But the Ohara incident makes him make the revolutionary armies. Little lore tidbit, Christian. We like to see him.
So, that's what happened, Eric. Now, Eric, we go back to the present day. Vegapunk says, you know, well, Shaka says, I can't let you go, but I can show you around. I gotta show you something. Alright?
Next chapter.
Next chapter. What could it be? Alright? We cut over to Luffy screaming at this robot, trying to get it to work.
Turn on. Why won't it work?
And then a mysterious figure teleports through space-time.
Who could this be?
It is the OG Vegapunk. He's like spliced up his brain, spreads around.
Who knows what's going on?
Right? It's Vegapunk. Luffy, your dragon son.
Oh, Dragon Son, I knew you'd be here. No fucking around.
No fucking around. Who's this kid? Who are you? No.
Oh no, I messed up space time again.
Bunny. Oh. I know you, Vegapunk. Vegapunk, oh, you've grown so much.
Right.
And then...
Interesting comment from Luffy. Oh, you look like Kiddimon. Because remember, Kiddimon was stuck in the dragon and shit.
Into the, yeah.
So, can Vegapunk somehow replicate the OP with some space-time and technology?
Well, he teleported into the robot.
Warping shit around.
Who knows?
Technology wild.
Space-time.
Right.
And then the chapter ends with them flying away. That's the chapter.
Vegapunk's
Whoa.
new design better than the old one. That head would have gone in the way.
That's some ridiculous shit.
Right.
But Eric,
Obviously, the Einstein
famous photo.
famous photo. The apple may be related to EMC squared. Newton.
Yeah. There you go. Eric, of course, we forgot to mention Saul's alive.
We just kept on saying a certain man.
A certain man, a certain individual.
I can't confirm nothing. That's what Shaka said.
Shark says, I don't know nothing, Robin.
I know what he says, but yes.
But yes.
Right.
So Saul is alive. And there you go, and there it is. And there's a chapter, Eric. Thoughts on this chapter?
Nothing specifically, no.
A
Right?
few things.
A few things, a few tidbits, but
A lot of good
the
setup.
intention, Christian, is what we're
A
interested
lot
in.
of great setup here.
The intention is what the intentionality of where we're going next, how all these characters connect. Oda's doing what we wanted him to do,
Use legacy characters.
and he's using them all. Soul's alive. You want to talk about Soul? You want to go?
To
a little
me,
random?
Saul being alive isn't really a big deal. Why? Because it happened 10,000 years ago, and it's kind of like already moved on from that.
I mean, it doesn't ruin the flashback. All right.
One, it's more about Olivia. To be fucking honest, it's more about her mum than Saul.
Right.
But, you know, Saul's part of
The
it.
final moments, the punctuation mark, as you were, was with Soul.
Yeah.
His words aren't false. It's not his fault he's alive. Nuance about Akiji. Do you want to talk about Akiji?
Well, it's weird because there's some conflicting information about this. Uses ice time capsule.
He uses ice time, maybe. Various translations going around.
Ice time capsule. That's what I read.
The Japanese, the non-Japanese.
That's what I read in the official.
We know how Akiji's ice works anyway with Luffy.
Yeah, unfreeze. We saw him unfreeze in the bar. It works logical.
Right.
Logically, it works.
Was this the intention for Akiji? Is this his turning point?
Because
Navy?
because Aokiji says during Water 7, during whatever, that Saul gave his life, which implies he thinks he killed him.
Or is that a push Robin forward situation?
So it's a big brain play.
Yeah. Because
Maybe.
he's doing that anyway.
He is.
At that time.
He is, yeah. He's trying to push Robin forward.
Yeah. Push her in the right direction.
Yeah.
With the straw hats.
He also says during that flashback that absolute justice will drive you crazy, Eric.
Right.
So maybe he did save Saul's life because...
But all
That's
these
some
questions,
justice,
Christian. Now, all those hacks out there say the flashback is dead and Robin's character is dead. Look at what we got this week. A little bit of emotion for Robin. I like the full circle situation and Christian, of course. The potential. They go to Elbaf. Robin meets Saul. The tears. The she. These are your friends, Christian.
It'd be good setup and payoff.
But no, people don't have the foresight.
It'd be a great moment.
People don't have the intuition, Christian. No. And the full circle moment, Christian. All the way, it comes all the way around. The little girl isolated from her friend is now reunited with her friend and with her friend.
I think it'll be worth it in the end for what we get from the story from this. I think it'll be worth it in the end. It'll all come together and it'd be better than what it was.
Now, yeah, I think the potential for this whole situation will enhance what we got, not take away. But people, of course, the reaction is Christian. What we got right now, it takes away. Look at Robin's reaction now.
In hindsight, it takes away some impact. Okay. Right. Okay, yeah, it does. But what we get now, what we're gonna get from it, is better.
And all the implications of what this means, Christian. All the law, all the connections. What Albaf means.
Yeah. So I want to be like, some people. It's like that thing where it's like, Oda's done it so many times that like people are just gonna get enraged every time he does it now.
Right.
Like if this was the first time this happened, I don't think people would care. But, you know, it's a meme now. It's a thing Oda does. Oda can't kill, blah, blah, blah. It's a thing that happens. But, you know, if this was the first time, I don't think people would be mad. Because now people... It's more of a fear thing with other characters still being alive.
Right.
Blah, 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 you know. It is what it is there. So, I wouldn't say... Do I like the trope? No, I don't like the trope. Would I rather characters stay dead? Yes. But this will add some great Robin character moments in Albaf.
Right.
Robin gets to talk, Eric. Never happens. So we're going to see that. Of course, now we can talk about some Albaf theories, Eric. Ancient knowledge in Albaf, Eric. What's what government doing right now?
Trying to erase it.
Great cleansing, Eric.
Right.
Will the great cleansing come to Albaf and Monkey Jesus has to stop it? Thus triggering the World War.
0% chance Luffy is any enemies in Elbaf.
No, the Navy.
Right, but now we even have Saul on our side.
The Sun God Nika will arrive at Albaf.
The Sun God Nika, Christian.
Alright, stop whatever the fuck the Great Cleansing is, this thing in the sky. Show Aimu what he's got, and then of course all out war.
Right.
Thoughts on that?
The Burnt Man.
Saul.
Almost 90% guaranteed to be Saul.
100% guaranteed. You saw that silhouette.
He's burnt.
He even has the hat.
Which puts Kid into the arc.
It does put Ken in the arc.
And Lord New as well.
Lord Blackbeard, there's something going on there, so I'm not gonna say that. But Kid, yes. So Kid, get maybe some redemption in Albaf, Eric.
Perhaps. Will Big Mom be there? The fabled Big Mom Albaf arc.
Who knows, Eric? Albaf is going to be a huge arc now.
Right.
It can't be a small arc now.
Maybe the Sun God Nika saves Albaf from the old enemy, Christian.
That's right.
The witch.
Luffy's going to fucking get the giants on his side.
You could relate it somehow back to
Usopp.
the fucking miracle fucking Mother Caramel did with the sun in Albaf.
Of course, the Sun God. The Sun God was mentioned in Albaf.
Of course. It could all become full circle in that way. I don't know how Oda would do something with that.
Luffy's going to become the king of Albaf. And get the giants on his side.
Usopp will probably become the king of Albaf.
Usopp will get Mjolnir and some crazy shit, alright? He's going to get that Conqueror's Haki. He's going to get the Brave Warrior power up.
Crazy.
It's going to be crazy shit for Usopp and Albaf.
He's gonna get stupid future.
Yeah, we get Robin crazy shit in Albaf. Maybe a little bit of Frankie ancient tech. Who knows what they got in Albaf?
Albaf could be crazy.
Right now. Predict just how long this arc is going to be. Because for me, this chapter said we're getting out of here.
We still but you don't forget
Rob Gooch.
10
chapters.
Sword.
10 chapters.
Dole.
10 chapters.
The Kobe situation. Was that later?
10 chapters.
10 chapters left.
We've got 10 chapters left.
Still no complication.
Rob Gooch.
But he hasn't met them yet, so like there's still no actual complication. There's no conflict yet.
We know what it is though. It's gonna start soon, probably next week. Who knows?
Rob Gooch is not a threat.
He's gonna kill one of the Vegapunks. He's gonna do something.
Yeah, get rid of like fucking Atlas. Get her out of here, man.
We'll destroy the Vegapunks or whatever. But we do have a threat on the way. We also have the Seraphim Kuma, which Bonnie might play a part in. We're trying to.
But it seems like the Vagabond had full command over the Seraphim.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens there.
We'll see what happens there. That's true.
What will Mr. Shaka show us next week, Richard? Some kind of agent artifact?
Perhaps.
A big straw hat?
If he's got a big straw hat, what's going on? What's going on there? What?
A frozen oars?
Is it the final poneglyph?
Here it is.
Here's the final poneglyph.
Robin, read this. Oh, he'd know how to read the poneglyphs
He would.
because of the books.
So we
A lot of people know how to read the poneglyphs lately.
Good.
We need competition for Jesus.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying this whole time with Rowan being the only one who could read the poneglyphs. Never really made sense to me. Because I'm like, how does people challenge Luffy for the Pirate King if Robin's the only one?
Right.
How is that possible? It's not. So I think this is good. It's good. It's good turn of events, and it's hard for Albath. I mean, some people are just gonna be upset about this flashback. Oh, you know, but we'll talk about this more talk with the show because it's more of a sort of high level.
How you gonna rate
version of
this
this.
chapter?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 indeed. Well, I think we were one revelation away from goated status, but there wasn't really a new revelation other than small details.
Lot of small details that added up. It was great.
Yeah.
Robin emotion, Eric. That's crazy.
I'd like to see some emotion from Robin. Very rare.
Yeah. So that's a chapter.
Shout out to frauds on Twitter being like, "Oh, I'm more interested in Shaka than the actual Vegapunk." They're all Vegapunk.
Yeah,
That might be one mind.
they're one body apparently. They can.
One body and one mind.
Who knows?
Somehow split into 6 people.
Space time, Eric.
Who knows?
But there you go. Now, let's move on to how strong is Shanks.
Also, you know, Vegapunk might be Parapa's father, all those things.
What?
Good time.
Eric, we all know that has to do with that fucking photo and nothing else. Alright?
Hey, man.
That's
How
all we
could
know.
how could Paraspero build a candy factory?
Because he's a candy man.
Candy bullets cushion.
But Eric, we're not here to talk about Paraspero.
Okay.
We talk about Shanks. Every week. Come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer, Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. There, there's a lot of people on copium right now about Film Red. Oh, it's a movie.
Canon.
Oh, nothing actually
The
happened.
plot stopped them from fighting.
Kizaru could have actually fought back. He got fucking folded.
I'm embarrassed.
Is this worse than Green Ball? Nah.
No.
It's not worse than Green
It's not
Ball.
worse
Alright, it's not worse than Green Ball. But
That's in Canabanga.
that's a kind of bad. That's a
no
straight up
excuses.
embarrassment.
No excuses.
It's a straight up embarrassment. But no. There are still people out there that say Kaido's the strongest. I don't understand this. He's defeated. He's not even in the plot. He's done. He's finished. Alright? We got people out there who say Sweaty's man on the planet. Arcane is the strongest there is Sweaty. And now, Eric, we got people out there who are saying Dragon's the strongest. Now his stocks are going up. Because of that hype design.
The first time in a long time.
His stocks are going up.
We should have bought at the lowest point.
No.
I don't think they can't get lower now. Surely.
Dragon is a shit coin and we all know it. Alright?
I don't know. We were talking a while ago about
He's on top
Zabo
one.
is going to replace
He is.
Dragon. I don't know anymore.
He
He's
is.
in the plot. He has ancient knowledge on his side, Christian.
Eric, if Eric wants to stop kicking the desk,
People with ancient knowledge don't die.
that's true.
They're very important.
Okay. Well, there you go. So, there are people out there that think Mihawk's strongest. And, you know, these people. And there was some more people that think I'm the strongest.
Yes.
They're all correct. And every week we're being 100% factual information to the table, Eric. And this week's evidence is so strong that his brain is bigger than Vegapunk's.
High IQ.
Big brain, Eric.
That's right.
So stronger shakes the God King, Eric. Now moving on. Topic of the show. Topic of the show, Eric.
Now, is this you getting triggered on Twitter?
No.
Okay.
It's just the hierarchy, Eric, of criticism of art. Because there are 3 main vectors of attack / criticism. You can attack. You can judge it on, I should say, the emotional level, whether it raised emotion out of you or not. Of course, art. What is art? Art is made to be viewed and to provoke emotion from out of the viewer. You say that's a fair definition?
Yes.
Viewer, listener, whatever, you know, the observer. Alright.
Yes.
So you can solely judge it based off the emotional level, the individual level, Eric. Did it individually impact you?
Right.
Did it hype you? Did it make you sad? Did it make you angry? These things are
Disgust.
all types of things. And then there is the kind of tools of the trade level. How effective are the elements, Eric? The paneling, the structure of the story, the whatever, the words used, the phrases, every element.
What would you call
Tools
this?
of
Technical
trade.
or what?
Technical critique.
Right.
And then, of course, Eric, there is the message and morality, cultural impact, judgment aspect. Is this good, quote unquote, for the culture? Does this have a positive message? Very subjective.
Does it challenge the culture?
Whatever. The cultural impact / more morality, whatever you want to call that, Eric. So there's 3 vectors, really.
Okay.
I think people want to think they're number 2, but they're actually just number 1. And then they justify number 1 with number 2.
Right.
They justify their emotional reaction with
Technical.
Right. Critiques. Stop being a fraud. Just admit you don't like it because it made you feel bad. Right. And that's fine.
Makes you feel cheated or swindled or something.
That's right. Don't bring up the technical arguments.
You feel like your toys have been taken from you.
That's right. Derek, wherever you place these 3 kind of vectors on a hierarchy is up to you.
Mm.
You know, is number 1 the most important? Emotional impact, individual impact. Is number 2 the most important, or is number 3 the most important? Of course, you can't really be answered.
Right.
So, I just want to bring this up because the discourse around criticism of art these days is so piss poor.
No one
Because
did
it's
it.
people masquerading
Right.
as big brain players, as
technical
technical masters,
Right.
when they're just doing the emotional reactions. And that's fine. Just admit it. Just admit you're doing the emotional reactions. I got no problem with that. That's your perspective.
Right.
That's your right. No problem with that. Just admit it. Stop trying to act like I'm right because I'm objectively right. Because you're a clown.
Right.
Right? And we all know deep down it just made you upset. So, yeah, there it is.
I think the critical lens on various platforms is just like low education.
It's just like no, low education and low technical know-how / actual use of these
Or
tools.
just historical knowledge in general.
Yeah.
All those things. Because, like... Yeah, we studied this stuff classically.
And we do it.
traditionally.
We do it every day.
And we do it every day. And even in university, I had to do art history again.
Yeah.
And, you know, people are you reaching? You have to write, like, 3,000 words on a painting.
Yeah. It's difficult.
So...
You gotta reach a lot.
You think people are reaching in a page on a paneling crucial?
Yeah.
You talk about shape and form and fucking point.
Of course. This so much. You could just talk
Contrast, which is the color spectrum.
1,000 words just on the color spectrum.
Yeah.
You can go deep. But I'm not seeing anyone going deep. All I'm seeing is people being like, this bad because I'm mad.
It's bad because I feel bad.
Yeah. And that's fine. Just don't act like you're smart. Or don't act like you got you're this technical master, this savant of criticism, this I'm a critical thinker.
Font of knowledge, for sure.
I'm a critical thinker. No. It's about emotion at the end of the day. And if you liked it or you didn't like it. You can give reasons for that, that's fine. But stop acting like you're beyond the emotional aspect and right in every way.
I feel like people get stuck in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, you have to be emotionally tuned to understand
You have to be self-aware.
Like abstract art, how you have to be emotionally tuned
Yeah.
to understand the rhythm of the piece.
Yeah.
Whereas something more obvious, like a portrait, is more of a technical showpiece that you can view and the technical skill of the piece more easily translates to emotional aspects of the piece, right?
Yeah.
But you have to. It's like a lever, right? You have to judge things based on where you're at.
It's just a level of self-awareness. Being like, I feel mad. Why am I mad?
Right. We talked about that.
Yeah.
We talked about that, say, with the Big Mom Amnesia, right? We talked about why we're emotionally upset. But then we structurally broke that down and technically broke that down. How the character is defaced.
Of course, Eric.
How the character becomes irrelevant and somewhat breaks the system of power and prestige.
It's like the Kinemon fake out death. Annoying because Kinemon is like a character that takes up too much panel time, doesn't really do much, kind of wasted potential there.
Right.
But and then like you kind of can kill him. It's annoying. It's annoying, all right. We don't have to get into all the shit we talked about at the time. But Eric, like, what was I gonna bring up?
I doubt many can actually intellectualize why they're upset about Saul being alive. In a technical manner.
Just admit you're mad that the toys were taken from you.
Right.
Just do it. It's fine. It's perfectly human.
Your
rational.
memories of that, your emotional state of that thing is sullied in some way. That's fine. But I highly doubt anyone could actually write something that's an intellectual breakdown.
Eric,
of
when
the
you go
situation.
into the arena of technical sort of explanations, they can be easily dismantled and brought apart.
Right.
Right? You can easily dismantle something once you start bringing in categories, terms, structure, all the shit. You can easily start dismantling because it becomes abstract, and then it becomes non-abstract when you start bringing technical terms.
Right.
Then you can start breaking things down and really dismantling arguments. Right?
Sure.
And that's where the debate is. Right? But, you got to engage. But anyway. It's just annoying. Like, it's just a cycle every time, Eric. Something happens. People get upset by it. They're not thinking about the bigger picture. They're not thinking about, why am I mad? Oh, I'm mad because I feel like the impact of the Robin flashback is somewhat lessened. Okay. That's fine. You can feel that way. But then again, they don't think about how could this improve the plot. It's always a negative aspect, Eric. It's always a negative kind of lens on the story. This is bad. I think story bad. What about possibilities of it being better? You don't want to think about that. You never want to think about what if this could be better. It's always this is bad, and how it will be bad even worse.
Wow.
It's not a fair assessment of the situation. Like
Right,
if you can't do both, thinking of how's this bad and then how's this good,
Because it kind of broke
you're
down.
not being fair.
We kind of broke down the
Yeah.
technical aspect beforehand. We were talking about the chapter, but this one choice branches out multiple possibilities and enriches the plot and the depth of the plot,
Yeah,
and brings back those connections and has the potential to enhance Robin as a character. Have some nice moments, get that emotion back.
yeah, we brought that
We
up.
brought that up.
Yeah, like that's why
Well,
we say
you-
people are haters.
Yeah.
The haters, here's what the haters do. They go, I see something I don't like. Then I go, this is the worst thing of all time, and it will get worse. Not thinking about how could this be better? How could this improve the plot? How could this improve the character interaction? How could this improve things? No.
Right. At the end of the day, it's a choice owner made. Risky
Yeah.
choice. Does the death question gets
But
brought up again?
I feel like it's just a mindset thing, Eric. It's just a mindset of just not giving people the benefit of the doubt, expecting flawlessness, and if there's a crack there, it's over.
I think it's also because we're in the business every day of evaluating technical aspects,
Yeah.
right, and how those technical aspects affect the audience's emotional state.
Sure.
So, I guess that's how we're different in a way. Because if every day we go, this is shit, fuck this shit, I'm out, nothing would ever get done.
Nothing ever gets done. No. You go, like when people actually make things and create things, it's always, how can I improve? How is this adding to this? How is this going to grow the story? How is this going to grow the piece of art?
Right, and at the time of which people are reading the sequence, it might feel like a diminish. You know, the ultimate kind of mastermind play would have your cake in it too, right?
Yeah.
To make choices that don't negatively impact the past or the present and build towards the future.
Yeah.
But with risky choices, some people are going to be upset.
If a story has no risk, it's boring.
Right, you got to have risk and make those bold choices to have the potential to elevate.
That's right. Without risk, there's no greatness. Without risk,
But
there's
without
no
risk, there's also...
transcendence.
Yeah, without risk, there's no detriment.
Yeah, well, you know, you can take a risk. You can
That's why
fail.
you just get like cookie cutter shit like all the Marvel movies. No risk, all the same thing.
Yeah.
Vanilla. You want some spice, you gotta take some risk.
Yeah. There you go. So, a little rant here. A little sort of introspective look at sort of criticism and where it's at on the internet. Is just fucking...
I think in general as well, like... I don't know.
Here's
People
the
don't
thing.
study art in this modern
Critical
era anyway,
thinking
so what are you gonna
requires thinking of both positive and negative.
do? Right.
Of
all possibilities.
Of fairness. You have to have a balanced and fair approach. Otherwise, you're no better than the haters. You're no better than the
Oda suckers.
The Oda suckers. You're no better.
Right.
You're the same fucking guy. You just on the other
opposite.
side of the coin.
Right.
You're the same fucking guy. Alright? So, yeah, there you go. Critical thinking requires both. So, there you go.
Is that it? Is
Yeah.
that it for the Christian's segment, Christian? The Thunderdome.
Moving on to the Thunderdome.
We don't have no Thunderdome prepared.
No, I do. I just didn't. It is. Here. It is. Perona versus Whitebeard.
Whitebeard?
No, Whitebeard.
Wiper.
Wiper. Alright. Perona versus Wiper. Speed, power versus X Factor, Devil Fruit nonsense.
Does she have the power to take out this man?
The ghost
Couldn't take out
explosions.
Usopp.
Usopp Punishment King.
Sure.
Alright. Wiper did take a Thunderbolt
Right.
to the face. So that, you know, that's something there. So, the Holo Ghosts cannot be resisted by Wiper, because they cannot be resisted by Luffy or Zoro during Thriller Bark.
Can Perona cash a W? Do we give a Wiper the Sea Stone cuffs? Like, what's the situation?
Sea Stone plate, or whatever the fuck it is. Is it cuffs?
It's something.
He hits
I know.
a nail with it.
Do we give him the dials?
The dial.
Could he somehow absorb the explosion with the dial?
I don't know how much his ghost explosion is doing. Doesn't really seem like
One bazooka should take out Perona.
one bazooka. Yeah. She gets taken out by fear in Thriller Bark.
Right. Could Wiper do the long range play?
But Perona also has long range.
Can't she dodge a bazooka beam?
Probably not.
Right.
So we're gonna have to go Wiper. It's a tough one because if he gets hit by the ghost, he's done.
Yeah, but does she have the potency to kill him? These are
Drown him in the river.
Sure. Maybe he just kill himself
Eric, you gotta stop
with the camera.
with the camera, kicking the fucking desk. doing all kinds of bullshit. But there you go. Yeah, we're gonna go Wiper.
Wiper.
There you go. Moving on to questions.
Question corner, questions from people. I imagine there's going to be a few rants about Saul.
It's more about ancient history question there.
Okay.
There you go. From Nasty Ninja 88. Why does Dragon hate war? That's a good question, Nick. We'll find out.
Some past shit, probably violence.
Death,
he was
destruction,
shocked by the
violence.
violence of the world government. Which he shouldn't be, but okay.
Alright, maybe this is the most aggressive thing they've done
In his time.
In his time.
Right.
Because I feel like they're getting more and more aggressive.
Sure.
Alright. From Magati. What happens to Vegapunk when the main one dies?
Does he have contingencies?
Surely he has contingencies. I feel it's kind of like it's already confirmed that they need to kill all of them to kill Vegapunk.
Right.
Because that's what Lucci said. So, main one dies, there's still 6 others. So,
What do you think Vegapunk's thing he kept is, if he kept anything? Just intellect? What? Innovation? That's kind of Edison, though.
it's kind of innocent, yeah. Oh. It's a good question.
And they're all linked anyway. It's not like they're like separate people. They're all
Yeah, they're all linked.
linked between body and mind. So
Yeah, it's weird. There you go.
maybe it's like this head was getting in the way, so I had to split it up.
Who knows? From Matthew.
Maybe he's a space-time man, Christian.
Space time. He said the words there. Why did the 20 kingdoms come together to fight the ancient kingdom?
Good question.
Why did they?
Now, they specified that they wanted to erase the ideas of the ancient kingdom as well. So I don't know if there was any fair play going on between, like, we're going to suck all the resources out of you and leave you poor. Was it greed? Was it some kind of gripe?
Good question.
Was it
Were they-
an
were they-
Alabasta situation?
Will they not share the technology?
Right. So it wasn't everywhere.
Yeah. So there you go. It's a good question. Like, why fight the ancient kingdom? What do they do? Why, you know?
Right. Because it'd be easy if, like, the ancient kingdom's just destroying all the other people's resources and using it all while they live in paradise and everyone else doesn't. But that doesn't seem to be the case because they wanted to
But
erase
then, like,
the ideals of.
Also,
the
like,
ancient
why
kingdom.
wouldn't they just take their technology and for
Right,
themselves?
right, they have to erase it.
Yeah.
What is the idea of technology somewhat bad to the other kingdoms? Were they going too far?
Maybe. But there you go. What did they do that made essentially the rest of the world mad at them and have to go against them? Is it possible the Void Century wasn't as black as white as we think? Maybe Joe Boyce's Asian Kingdom had a good side and a bad side to them both too. I'm sure there'll be some decent reason why.
Right.
It's kind of hard to pick it now because we don't know shit. So, there you go. From Danny. Will the SSG remain loyal to the Marines or Vegapunk? I feel like the Marines need to keep them just so they have the power level shit. They have things to fight.
They need at least Seraphim.
Yeah, they need the Seraphim. They're going to keep them. From Nick. Do you think Vegapunk has some SSG equivalent that is going to supply to the Revolutionary Army? Does he have Seraphim to give to the Rev?
Seems like he's trying to fix it within. So Oda might do this like duplicity of like Dragon trying to be the revolutionary, obviously, and Vegapunk's more the establishment fix it within situation.
Yeah. So
Just depends what he's trying to do. Maybe he's like Fujitoro. Maybe he can handle his Seraphim. Maybe he trusts Fujitoro.
maybe, yeah.
Because he did talk to Fujitoro.
Also, when will Christian learn to talk into his mic so we can hear him? Well, it's
Bit of both. You do a bit of this. And the mic stand also doesn't help you either, because then you just put it over here and you're like, what's going on? But yeah, also, it could be Vegapunk's Vegapunk and Dragon might be working together. Dragon doing the outside work, taking out celestial dragons. Vegapunk doing the inside work, working with the Navy, the world government, recruiting, sword, all these things.
Yeah. From Salad Boy. First of all, Albath deniers are in the mud. That's true.
Real.
Second, do you all think Vegapunk will actually talk about things he memorized? No.
We'll get new information.
We'll get some new information.
We haven't got new information with the H Kingdom yet.
Also, Eric, when is Robin going to read those poneglyphs in Brooke's head?
Maybe now.
Brooke's on the ship.
We're doing law piece. Maybe she has them between her tits or something.
Maybe she already read them off screen.
Yeah, and she just talks to Vegapunk about the poneglyphs they read.
Who knows? But, you know.
Does he have an ancient weapon? Is that what he's going to show him? Uranus? Pluton? Pluton's supposed to be one, though.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be an ancient weapon.
Okay. Maybe it's the Roger Egg.
If he has the Roger Egg...
Shit.
What if Scopical Bond is behind the door? What do you think about that? Scopical
What if
Bond
Gin
clones.
is behind the door?
Gin. That's crazy.
He also read the poneglyphs.
Shit. Alright, there you go. From Blank Blank. Do you think the Seraphim will be limited to warlords, or will the other strong characters under military control?
Warlords.
It's possible Kaido because he was captured.
I'm gonna say OG Warlords just to keep it clean.
Yeah. We don't need Seraphim Whitebeard Jr.
Or might have that.
Yeah, there's already theories about that, but...
Right.
You think Kaido? You think Kaido's happening?
I think Kaido was just for the Delve Fruit.
Yeah, maybe. But there you go.
Because he might have extracted the DNA and used it in some way or whatever the reason is.
Interesting. Anyway, the man with no name. Is Albath where Luffy will meet Dragon? It's possible.
They might have a phone call right now.
Who knows? There you go. From Breezy Bird, why are folks acting like Saul couldn't read the poneglyphs compared to Olivia and Dr. Clover? Saul could read the poneglyphs. Well, he's got all the books. He can read books. Can he read the poneglyphs?
If you read up the books.
If you memorize the language, sure.
Yeah.
There you go. From the judge. Why is Blackbeard sweating Rayleigh solo but not sweating Shanks and his entire crew? Like, what the fuck is this question even mean?
He did.
He fucking bailed from Marineford. He did from... What is this question? Al-Qaeda? He also did from Al-Qaeda.
I will say, Bloodlusted as well.
That's true.
The famous Bloodlusted.
The famous Bloodlusted mode. There you go. From Harveston Berry. Is the world government the dumbest villain organization in fiction? They're a realistic government.
Yeah.
I think that's what Zoda's going for. They fucking lazy, they don't do things properly.
No one, the officials don't tell
This is
them
what
anything.
happens. This is always what happens with authoritarian.
Look at the Bay of Pigs, Christian.
This fuckery, alright? Look at all the events in history. Look at all the totalitarian governments doing dumb, stupid shit, leading to suffering. Of course. Let's not forget what happened in the 20th century, right? Let's not forget. But there you go. I know, people want the world government to be big brain. It's never going to happen. So, you know, it is what it is.
You can't fight the will of the people.
There you go. I think it's more about messaging that Oda wants the government to be big brain. They do have an ancient weapon vaporizing islands now, so maybe that's the threat you're looking for. But there you go. From Mbiza.
I mean, you know, they kept it quiet for 1,000 years.
They're doing well until people started to find out.
Until Luffy turned up.
Yeah. From
Maybe just this regime's no good.
Who
The
knows?
Akainu, Sengoku regime.
No good.
Right. Roger fucked everything up.
He did. And that's his whole goal.
Right. Exactly.
From Mbiza, how could Luffy come to care about the Edge Kingdom? He won't.
No. Robin will, though. And then he might care.
Maybe, but he's not gonna give a fuck. There you go. From Patra Rao. Vegapunk's main body is goofy as fuck. I'm shocked. Yeah, it's pretty out there. How did Saul survive? He was frozen and then he got unfrozen and then he ran through the fire.
Yes.
That's why he's a boat man. Akainu can't even kill a mid-giant. Now, Akainu was not on the island. He just simply shot down civilians. The civilian boat.
Right, because he's raw.
Because he's absolute justice.
Right.
Right. So, yeah, there you go. From Breezy Bird. Folks should reread the flashback instead of using nostalgic memories. CP9 launched an investigation of what Clover was researching and then started the buzzer call when Clover was about to reveal the ancient kingdom. Also, carefully see Kuzan change after Akainu killing civilians that weren't researchers. Yeah, we know. Alright. We are aware of this flashback. Saul, a big part of it, not really. I would say Olivia is more of the sadness of the flashback. Saul's kind of a good motivator, a good friend to Robin. His death, it had impact, but I don't think it was the main point of the flashback. You'll find friends.
The question that people have to wrestle with is,
yeah,
if the man makes a sacrifice,
yeah,
with the intention of death, and that is not dead, is the intention ruined?
But he did it. It wasn't a heroic sacrifice because Aokiji made that choice.
What's that saying about Aokiji if he kills the man?
Aokiji made that choice. Saul did not make that choice to sacrifice himself to save Robin. Not really. Kuzan made that choice to let Robin go. So it's not Kuzan letting Robin go more than Saul. Saul gave her the motivation to live and whatever, but not really because Luffy did that later. So
she found the friend Saul was talking about.
That's right.
And now she will show him her friends.
That's right. From Darkoplex. Even if Saul is the man marked by flames, it doesn't explain how he got the last poneglyph since he was in Fishman Island under Whitebeard's protection. Yeah, it's weird. That poneglyph's weird. Probably in Elbaf. But how it got there, maybe Whitebeard put it there.
How the rumors spread about the man with the mark by flames.
Maybe Whitebeard put it into Saul's protection.
Sure.
Who knows? But yeah. Also, Kid, Shanks, Buggy, Luffy, Blackbeard, all going in Elbaf. I'm confident about it. Blackbeard gonna be there.
No Blackbeard.
Alright.
Although he does do the last poneglyph.
That's true. From Magatagatoll. Since he read all the books from Ohara, can Vegapunk read the poneglyph set? Probably. Why does he need / want Robin then? Does he need... I don't know that he needs or wants her. I don't know where that came from.
Chat?
Yeah, just have a chat about it.
Ponder theories?
Yeah. Yeah, not really sure.
Reminisce about Clover?
Yeah.
Is it possible that Vegapunk's Robin's father? Is that a possibility?
I doubt it.
Might be a possibility.
It's a possibility. It's a weird possibility. Alright. From Darko Plax. The only two times where an island got erased from history, Lucia and God Valley, is where it had an individual that knew about the king of the world, Zebek and Zabo. Armin only cares about his existence being secret and doesn't care much about the ancient kingdom knowledge.
Well,
yeah.
We talked about this before with why doesn't the Navy just vaporize everything, it never existed, etc., etc. One's a message, one's an erasure.
Yeah.
So
everyone knows about her.
Yeah, if you fuck around, you gotta get found out.
That's right. But also, like, we don't know how long it takes to get this fucking beam ready. Resource, whatever. We don't know what this beam thing is, so
right.
Yeah. From Bindle. Why does Cole have a problem with Saul being alive, but not Kite in Hunter x Hunter? Well, the Kite thing is weird as fuck, because he's reincarnated.
Is this another Togashi cope or what?
Yes.
Right.
He's reincarnated.
As what?
As a woman.
Kite?
Kite.
I thought he died.
He did.
Is that the whole emotional underpinning of Gon's transformation?
Yes, but he got reincarnated.
And no one's mad about that.
No.
Why? Togashi cope.
Togashi Cope, maybe. I'd have to go into the details because I've kind of forgotten them.
Whatever, I don't care.
I've kind of forgotten the details about this reincarnation.
I mean, Gon's also resurrected.
I mean, the wish shit. What it's fucking weird as fuck and kind of annoying, but
It's a good point.
It's a good point. All right. From Suma, are you of the mindset that Saul is the main man marked by flame? Yes. Who else would it be?
A new character.
He's covered in bandages.
This
I wasn't on
is a
fire.
clear telegraph.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. It's Saul.
It's a clear
Yeah.
telegraph. Also, Oda bringing up Soul and Clover in the Black Mirror fight. He's thinking about it.
That's right.
Little tease.
From Joe's name, being a virgin is my game. Another week down.
Didn't hook him up with our boy Christian.
No. Did get that butt access. There you go. Oda's making the world government retarded. First by knowing about Sun God fruit and not taking initiative. Well, they tried. It keeps us slipping away from America. There's some mystical shit going on there.
Sure.
Shags, what are you gonna do?
Can't do much.
What are you gonna do with Shags? Let's send Rob Gucci after he gets folded.
That's right.
Individuals that knew about. Wait, where am I? Second, why not go back and make sure all the. See, why not go back after you set the whole thing on fire and you think it's done?
After you nuke the place, did the U.S. military go back to Fukushima to see if they did a good job?
Who knows? They probably did for research purposes of
Right.
nuclear bombs, but.
I mean, you can justify this a lot, but the point still stands. Yes, the Navy are ridiculous clowns. And there's a lot of internal politics that gets in the way.
Well, they said they did. They said they went back. It's just Navy goons are retarded.
Maybe they didn't see the books.
They're underwater. They're like, oh, they're probably destroyed. Whatever.
Right. Were they after the books or after the scientists?
Well, the Navy did inform them why they were blowing up Ohara.
For the books.
They
For
said
the
blow up
research.
Ohara. They told them blow up Ohara.
Right.
They didn't tell them why.
You could justify all these things. But at the end of the day, the Navy's the world government's a massive organization, a lot of factions, a lot of paperwork, a lot of bullshit.
I think Akainu didn't know why, but I'm not sure that the regular Navy foot soldier.
Vice admirals?
Maybe the fucking. I think it's whatever. Alright, they were gonna let civilians go.
Yeah, they were.
And then fucking Akainu blew up the boat.
Right.
They were gonna let civilians go. So, if they're gonna let civilians go, I don't see why they're gonna pick up all these books.
And in reality, if you put a book in the river,
It's done.
illegible.
Yeah. So, kind of destroyed, but yeah.
But yeah, so Navy are silly clowns. That's why, you should have figured that out in his lobby.
Also, does Vegapunk knowing about the ancient history devalue Robin as being the only survivor? I never liked that. I never was a fan of that anyway. So I guess it does devalue it, but I kind of was like, this is like weird and makes Luffy's journey a little too.
The One Piece
Kinda
is still
convenient.
unknown.
Yeah, no one knows what the One Piece is, and there's still poneglyph knowledge no one knows what
Right.
about.
Except for Rayleigh and shit, but yeah.
Yeah. So the ancient look, the Oharas only knew so much. I don't think they knew everything.
Right.
So Robin will find out everything, From from Abshak. Do you think Vegapunk consistently emphasizing on the word conjecture has got some inner meaning that there's more than one truth of the ancient kingdom. Well, he's a researcher. He's not going to confirm either way until he knows.
Right.
You know, I think it's more of a flavor thing. It also could be that the ancient history fucked around. The ancient kingdom did something fucked up.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. So that's probably why. Why was it all necessary to overthrow the ancient kingdom again? Yeah. Well, we'll get the reasons.
Various ideas.
Yeah.
We've discussed.
From Drope Trope, can Vegapunk read the poneglyphs? Probably yes.
Probably.
From
Who we got that could read them? We got Robin.
we got Robin.
We got
Pudding eventually.
Pudding, Momonosuke.
Well,
Sukiyaki.
Takoyaki, yes, Takoyaki.
We'll teach him.
We'll teach him.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Fucking anyone else? Saul.
Yeah.
Maybe Saul.
And maybe some giants that.
And
Saul
Vegapunk.
taught. Yeah. It's like 5 people.
There you go.
There you go. From Sabri D1. I see so many people saying that Ohara is ruined, and if they're forgetting that everyone but 2 died and most books were lost, with the ones in the lake being an extremely small percentage of the whole library. Why do people act so dumb, and why are they all Zoro fans too? It's a good question.
It's a solid question.
We kind of answered this during the topic of the show. You know, it's people giving emotional
Get
reactions.
stuck in the emotional loop, Christian. You gotta intellectualize things if you want to move forward.
You get stuck in the emotional reaction.
Have
and
some
then you,
construction and
Yeah.
value.
From Dart. When is Whitebeard coming back and getting his devil fruit from Blackbeard? You know, Whitebeard coming back from the dead. You know, the theory of Warrior resurrecting Whitebeard and Ace still on the cards, I think. But, you know, what if Blackbeard Pirates might do it? Who knows? From Fun Life. Hello, I hope you're doing well. How strong is Shanks' haki? It's fucking...
Infinite.
What is this question?
That's cool. You saw it.
You saw it, alright? 2, I don't mean to spam you, but when will Arda be on the show? And I'm wondering, will Dritz come back on the show? Dritz doesn't want to be on the show.
Dritz is retired from
Dritz is
all
retired.
dialogue. You have to complain about Togashi though.
Eric is enjoying this arc. The Togashi arc. Do I want to talk about the Togashi chapter a little bit?
Go on.
Togashi, can you please just draw or write something that happens?
Right.
I don't want to hear about goons and their
Has
big
anything
brains.
happened in the last 4 chapters?
Hisoka emerged, and Mafia families are doing things. Show us an event, Togashi, please. I need something from you, Togashi. You need to deliver on something. Anything. Show me that Dark Continent bush you were hyping up. Right, I remember. Yeah, everyone remembers the Dark Continent bush.
Senator claims it's a tree.
Whatever it is.
Right.
Dark Continent. Hisoka doing something. Someone doing something. Please. Thank you. 3. What does Oda have to do to make you feel both hyped in the following chapter? Draw Shags. It's easy. It's pretty easy.
When's that Shanks arc come in? Bartolomeo? What's going on with that?
Elbaf.
Was Bartolomeo burning down at Albaf City?
Whatever's gonna happen.
Okay.
That's just an excuse for Shanks to disappear into the night. Alright. 4. Do you think we'll be getting the Albaf arc immediately after this arc? Yes. Why not? Just go straight into Albaf after this one. You know. 5. What do you guys believe the One Piece is? Terraformer. Some sort of weather control.
Eternal Flame.
Eric thinks it's an endless energy source. There you go.
Which once powered the Ancient Kingdom. Bringing you prosperity.
But was not shared with the other kingdoms.
Whatever.
Alright. Interesting. There you go. From Rygar. Which character are physically strong enough to stop the sea train like Frankie tried to do? No devil fruits allowed, only raw physicality.
I mean, anyone post time skip.
Anyone like
Pacifist and above.
veteran level.
Right.
So that's
Okay. Oven and
Virgo, Oven.
Oven tried to stop component ship failed miserably.
The ship. Commander ship's way bigger and heavier than the Sea Train.
Okay. Not faster.
Might be, Eric.
Okay.
It's on tank treads. Who knows how fast the
The best ship. Second best ship. Excuse me.
Alright. So. Yeah, anyone above. I mean, fucking Zoro saw in apartment buildings in fucking Alabasta.
Right.
It's always been kind of weird with strength, but there you go. There you go. And that is the final question,
There we
people.
go.
There you go.
Another chapter in the books. Revelations will come next week, Christian. Vagabond's going to show us something.
Will Zoro get his request? What does Zoro want?
Zoro fans mad that Zoro won't be involved in the arc.
Zoro doesn't need to be here. Alright, let's be honest.
He doesn't need to be on Lost. Alright, we don't need to have time for him to get lost.
That's true. Just stay on the sunny.
We don't need to also Brook to triple dot every fucking panel.
Because he knows everything about you.
But there we go.
There you go. There's another one in the bag. Like, subscribe, share the
Comment.
video, comment. And
Chase is good king.
good night.